Now we are going to discuss about compass surveying. Compass surveying is a type of surveying in which the direction of surveying lines are determined with a magnetic compass and the length of the surveying lines are measured with a tape or chain or laser rangefinder. The compass is generally used to run a transverse line. Objectives: types of compass surveying: its magnetism, conversion of bearings, angles and bearing, plotting methods. Types of compass surveying: there are two main kinds of magnetic compass used in surveying: surveyor's compass and prismatic compass. The surveyor's compass is usually the larger and more accurate instrument and is generally used on stand or tripod. Types of compass surveying: surveyor's compass, prismatic compass. Edge bar needle ring fixed to box 0° at north and south to 90° at east and west in 4 quadrants. East and west interchange, measure or beam, numbering erect, reading taken at north end has to be used with tripod. Object sighted first, then move around to take reading. Prismatic compass. Broad needle, ring moves with needle, graduation 0 to 360 clockwise degree, whole circle bearing, numbering inverted, prism used to read, reading taken at south end can be used and dealt, sighting and reading simultaneously. Yet magnetism. A freely suspended magnetic needle lies along the magnetic lines of force. The magnetic lines of force are horizontal at the equator. The magnetic lines of force are inclined away from equator as they converge to the poles. The inclination of the lines of force is the dip angle. A magnetic needle giving the direction of magnetic lines of force is used in compass way. Conversion of bearing. When converting a compass bearing to a true bearing, one must first remove the deviation. This will provide one with a magnetic bearing. By next applying the variation correction, one will finally arrive at the true bearing. If the deviation is easterly, it must be added to the compass bearing. Angles and bearing. When specifying direction, as is done in the preparation of a property survey, angles may be specified as bearing or azimuths. A bearing is an angle less than 90° within a quadrant defined by a cardinal direction. An azimuth is an angle between 0° and 360 measured clockwise from north. Plotting. There are different methods of plotting in the compass surveying. They are plotting by bearings, plotting by included angles, plotting by coordinates, plotting by deflection angle, plotting by tangent length, plotting by chord length, graphical adjustment. In this we are going to see few plotting methods. By parallel meridians through each station. It is the first and most famous method of plotting a transverse survey. After properly locating the starting point, that is A, draw a line representing the magnetic median. Then use a protractor, plot the bearing of the line AB and cut AB to scale. Then at B, draw a line parallel to the previous line representing the meridian. Plot BC, second bearing, and measure its length with the scale. Repeat the process until all of the lines are drawn. If the transverse is closed, the last line should end at the beginning. The difference is referred to as the closing error if it does not. This method is flawed because the error in plotting the direction of a single line is carried forward throughout the transverse. By included angles, draw the meridian at starting station A, plot the bearing of line AB and measure length AB to the scale. Then using a protractor, draw the angle ABC at B and cut off the length BC to scale. Repeat the procedure at each succeeding station. Although the liability of a cumulative error in protecting the angles is similar to that of the first method, this is preferred over the first because drawing parallel meridians is both necessary and inconvenient. The liable error in the parallelism of all meridian lines is removed. by central median or paper protractor. In this method, a point, say O, is chosen in the center of the paper and a median line is drawn through it. The bearing of all the lines is then plotted concerning this median using the protractor station at O, as shown in the figure. The sorting station, say A, is approximately chosen on the sheet. Line AB is drawn parallel to the respective line and its length is cut off to scale. Continue in this manner until all of the lines are done. The method is preferred over both preceding methods because the direction of all the lines is plotted from a single setting of the protector, avoiding the possibility of error in placing the protector at each station. However, errors may accumulate as a result of incorrect parallel line drawing by rectangular coordinates. This method is commonly used for precise work, primarily closed and open theodolite transverses. The positions of various points are plotted on a plane using two lines, y dash in y-axis and x dash in x-axis, which are parallel and perpendicular to the median, respectively. These reference lines are the axis of coordinates and the point of the intersection O is known as the origin. Thank you.